Hi everyone, and welcome to Riders on the Storm, the show where every episode ends with everyone happy, sitting around a campfire, eating s'mores, and being just lovely cowboy personas. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please take a moment to check out the links that are being spammed at you by my bot. They include the social links for the channel, places you can find us, places you can contact us, also places you can go to support us or buy merch. You can also find our sponsor links there. That's Bird in the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, especially Mage Hand Press today because they made this wonderful little expansion for 5e that we'll be playing through. And also you can check out the many websites where we get 10 to 15% discount on all sorts of good tabletop goods. So please do check those out too. We have a tweet. I haven't updated it yet because I'm a terrible gremlin. I've been reveling in my players' misery all the time that we've been setting up rather than actually doing work things. So why don't we go around and say hello to everyone while I update that. Let's go anti-clockwise around the screen and start with Mackenzie.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. You can call me Mac, and today I'll be playing Jin Harker, the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest warlock in the Wild Wild West, who is in a really good headspace now. She had a really nice talk with the cleric last episode. She's probably going to be on a good path to making good decisions for once in her life, and everything's going to be fine, and nothing is going to mess up that, right? Right?
Sorry, I think I'm going for a tunnel. I can't hear you anymore. Next, though, is Big Mike D20. Hey, Mike.
Hi, everybody. I'm Big Mike, the guy who runs D20 Live, back again, thanks to Scratticus, who's letting me come back. Today I'll be playing Jed, a level 7 fighter/gunslinger.
Thank you so much. Next around, we have Super Queero. Oh, hi, Kyle Allen Devich.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm Super Queer on Twitter. I'm playing Toby. They are a half-ass alchemist mad bomber. I love them already because they are problems.
And I'm sorry for laughing at the end there, but what I did was I realized that I've associated your name in full. Have you ever done that with people where they're not just like Kyle, they are Kyle Allen Devich?
That's typical for me. That's typical.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
We used to have a guy like that at work. I won't say his real name, but they'd say it was Bob Harper. Like, if anyone said, oh, I'm just going to go speak to Bob, everyone would be like, Bob? Oh, Bob Harper. Oh, Bob Harper, yeah. You know, like, I don't know why. Next around the screen, MCharmed021, Misty Wolf, hi.
Hi. Today I'm playing Morgan, and she is a level 7 cleric, and she's come into town to cause a ruckus or something.
Teehee, I'm sure everything's going to be fine this episode. There's nothing that anyone needs to worry about at all. Last but most certainly not least is Milady Saito. Zeldandroid, thank you so much for the resub. We'll get to that in a minute. Saito.
Hello, my name is Milady Saito, and I'm going to be playing Ro, or Death Row. And she is a hell-raising gunslinger, liquor-slaying mastermind. And I'm terrified of what's going to happen today.
So, why don't we start by picking up where we left off last time? I looked at Saito and Mackenzie. Can one of you give us a brief recap of the prevailing plot points that you were following?
Who wants to go first? Oh, they no-nos. You no-nos me! I didn't even know. Well, Ro had just come back to her hometown because she had sent off four mysterious letters to different places to gather intel as well as to grab some opportunities. When she got back to this home away from awful home, she realized that her town had grown bigger and the person who she was coming to kill because they were supposed to be dead was actually taken and kind of got in trouble for what Ro had done years ago. So she feels a little bit obligated to help them out. She has not told Jin why she's helping them out, but she's hoping that Jin's going to go along with it, or she's going to have to lie to Jin to like hopefully get her to go with it anyways. And other than that, yeah. So I was like, she's in the mayor's house. So she's in the mayor's house for whatever reason. For whatever reason, you keep a captive in the mayor's house. So Ro has a plan, but she's not sure that Jen's gonna go with it. But we're gonna stop there. That's a recap right there for me. What about you, Jen?
I mean, I just sort of sat back last episode. It's your hometown. I mean, the most important thing that happened that Jin isn't aware of is that one of our party members last time might have been a spy for my patron and may have royally screwed me over. Thanks, Kip. Love you. That's really it. Other than that, Jin I was honest when I said Jin had a very interesting talk with the player that might have put her on a somewhat okay path. I don't know yet. We'll see. She's not as murderous as before, and it's a little unsettling. Scott, don't make that face at me. Don't do that. You're also muted.
I know, it's like he's doing it on purpose.
So I believe you're all going to get some rest, right?
That's a wise. Why would we go to? I don't think we should go to bed.
No, you're passed out.
I would say I'm already snoozies.
You'll find, Jin, that you can wake Ro easily.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And it's just like they were never drunk.
You alright?
Also, thank you, Tater and Zelda, for the advantages. I'm just adding them to the overlay now.
You alright? Hey.
I feel horrible. What happened?
I went away for a bit to talk with Valeria, and then I come back with you face down in a ditch. Where's the other one? Where's Kayla?
Other one? I don't know. He was here a little while ago.
What happened? He just left you face down in a ditch?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time someone's left me face down in the ditch, but I've never woken up.
That's not a great thing. That's not a great thing. We're not going to address that.
Well, probably for the best. But my question is, why am I feeling clean?
You know, I don't know at this point. Someone might have cast the cleric might have cast something on you before you left. Hell if I know. We should probably get rest. Probably. Or you can get more drunk and then get rest and be back at your normal level of hating.
It's not good for us to be picking any place around here. It's a pretty sketchy place.
Maybe not for you. I'm fine.
I probably wouldn't recommend it.
I've been here before. This ain't my first rodeo here. Whoa, I slipped back.
Well, I was going to ask to extend, hopefully, a more than welcome stay at a different place. But if you are so pushy that at a place that I used to go to, as for some free drinks, Madame Victoria's, we could go there and stay there for the night. It's up to you. If you got another place in this area, then it...
Nah, I'll let you lead the way. This is your home, after all.
Who said that?
I mean, the Waking Kid did offer you bed and board. You remember the Waking Kid, right? The Waking Kid?
Oh, that guy, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like just...
In the jail.
Yeah, just constantly offered you bed and board. You can stay there all night. But he can't stop twirling, so he will be making the occasional gunshot whilst you sleep. It's just unavoidable, you know?
Well,
What's that?
That was an uncomfortable silence.
What?
What are we deciding to do?
Oh no, because it.
leaving it up to you.
Do I notice that she got anything around her neck now, like a new symbol or anything like that? Do I roll perspective? Because like I don't.
It would be tucked under my shirt, so.
That's what I was asking.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I don't notice anything different about her.
You're welcome to roll, but I mean, I don't care. If you'd like to.
I mean, if you like, I just want to know if like your character seems different than after I passed out.
She seems a little happier than she's ever been. More hopeful than she's ever been. I actually have to look up what the symbol looks like.
Well, so she will turn around and she'll be like, well, so if you are going to stay at that place with the guy with the fancy gun work, then that's fine. But just tell them that you want to stay if you do choose to go to Madame Victoria's. That Roe, the good buyer, the one who buys all the drinks in Madame Victoria's, because that's the only reason why she's attached to it, will be upstairs. And then she's gonna walk away from Jen.
Alright. I'm 99% certain that's the brothel we were just at. I'm gonna go to. I'll take my chances with the gunslinger.
So at this point, I'd like to pan away from you both and go down the street as we see at least one figure. You two can decide whether there's two. Toby, that's it, all right. Those are the ones you're tracking down the street.
I think we'd be together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got Misty's character name wrong.
It's Morgan.
My bad.
Alrighty. Well, we're here. You're here for one person, and I'm here for the other.
I wouldn't say I'm here for just one. I think both of them are under my eye.
Okay, well, both of them are under your eye, but I have to set one right. So you have to pick which one you want. You can't have both. We both got bosses, and those bosses ain't going to be happy if we both decide to take one or the other. You know, it's the great balance and the great divide.
I never said I was going to take her. I just said they're both under my eye.
They can be under your eye. Which one are you going after first? So I can go after the opposite.
I'll start with my usual charge then. You can take yours.
Ah. All right. Then I will head over to Jin. You head over to the other one, and we'll see how it goes. You do know you're trying to stop Apocalypse now, right? Oh, wait, no. You're starting Apocalypse now. I'm trying to stop it.
Potato, potato.
Uh-huh. All right. So where did we see them last? What do your sources say? My sources said they were somewhere in this town.
Is that not them right there? Those
Walking out that door? Yep. That's them. This is gonna be fun.
And easy, apparently.
Suppose so. Alright. Time to look like a normal person. Off we go.
Oh.
And she kind of walks a little bit ahead of Toby and looks at the Jin and Saito over there. Are you two lost?
Sorry, just before we carry on, I need to know, Jin and Ro, did you decide on a location to sleep? Are you taking out of character? Because if we go in character, you two will start arguing again. Are we going to Madame Victoria's, or are we going to the Waking Kids?
Ro definitely offers you. She seems legit that she's offering you a place to stay. You don't understand why that she seems pretty worried about you, but she seems like the offer is very well there.
Yeah, Jin's like, I'm 99% certain that's the brothel, and I don't know about that. I'm gonna go take my chances with the Waken Kids. Yeah, you want to sleep over at the brothel? I don't know. I don't know about that.
I thought Jin was quite excited by the brothel last session.
Yeah.
It is true because
I'm not answering that. I am not answering that.
God. Well, so Ro's gonna go to the brothel, of course.
In the brothel, at the bar, maybe. Where would we find Jed? This doubles up as a hotel, so you don't have to be here for nefarious reasons.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm here at the bar. I am enjoying a drink. Should I describe my appearance?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, you see about a 6'8" fella at the bar wearing a heavy duster and a wide brim hat. Doesn't look like he's trying to have a very fancy hat. It looks like it's very beat up. From his back, you can see a great sword and a two-handed maul. And you can definitively hear the sound of heavy chain as he occasionally moves to grab a drink. He is otherwise minding his business and making pleasant conversation with the lady at the bar, but at any careful analysis, you can actually realize he's actively not trying to seduce her. He's asking her about the weather and how her job is.
That's
And-
nice.
Since the last time you were in here was during a show and the place was heaving. Now it's empty. It seems Sin City is very much a place of following the attraction, and this is a much quieter bar than it was last session.
I haven't been hired to protect this place, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm just staying here.
It takes all kinds to come in here. What brings you? Ro's gonna slip in beside you real quick. And she's gonna tap on the bar, kind of like when someone taps to get like a to.
Ma'am,
Oh, God.
are you referring to me?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Dang. My name's Jed. May I get your name?
My name is Ro.
Oh, pleasure, Rue. Cheer.
And she taps the bar again to try to get a drink. Where's that Lawrence guy? Weird guy.
Oh, is that the bartender's name?
Not that one.
Oh,
Who are you, sweetheart? The bartender. Yes.
My name's Rose. That Lawrence fella, he only started a couple of days back, and I don't know, he didn't turn up tonight.
That's weird. What's your name? Now she's looking over at Jed.
I said my name is Jed. Pleasure. Well, most folk call me Jed.
It's just Jed.
It's easier to scream when you're in peril.
That's where all the smarts is, right there. Make the people remember your name whenever. Wait, when you're in peril? Did you say when you're in peril or when you were in a fight? Like when in a fight?
No, when they're in peril.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. There we go. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay here.
Is this your bar?
No. I'm just staying here for the night before I catch my ride out. Rosie, whoever you are. Where's the step-in?
Sorry?
Where's the step-in?
The step-in?
Yeah, where's the step-in? Who's the one who's taking over for right now from Miss Victoria? That's her name.
Oh, well, she'll be upstairs, I imagine, in the office.
Great. So, it was a pleasure meeting you, Jed. Hopefully this woman takes good care of you.
Pleasure, Miss Rue, if you don't mind the miss on the front of it.
It's whatever makes you happy. And she just walks away.
As she's getting up, can I be right behind her?
Oh,
Scrat, two questions. One, first I look at the bartender and I just ask, was she trying to seduce me? Or was she just being friendly? I'm not good with people.
Honestly, mister, I don't know.
Because, like, she called me sweetheart, but she called you sweetheart. And that fella's following her. Isn't that fella following her?
Can you describe Toby for us, Kyle?
So, Toby is like a little short, like average height, like 5'8", 5'10". They have long.
Oh, sorry. I used the fella. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Long, black hair, kind of in a ponytail in the back, but it's a little mess. They have very basic clothing, but you can't really see their clothes because they are like have like belts and straps all over with like a bunch of things, like literally like 3 leather belts going down with just explosives all over them.
I'm not sure about that person, but I probably wouldn't start an argument with them. They got lots of weird gizmos on them that look like they might do exploding.
You like this place, don't you, Rose? Rosa?
I worked here for nearly a month. That's the longest I worked in any place ever.
Listen. If you like, I could tactfully ask them to leave.
I mean, she kind of asked to talk to the boss lady.
No. The person with the explosives.
Oh.
Morgan kind of walks in at this point. She's kind of looking for Jin or Ro. She's kind of going back and forth. This is where contact said they would be, and she was kind of following Toby at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna blatantly bump into Ro.
Yeah.
Like try to knock her over, bump in.
Yeah, before we resolve the other two things, let's go to that. Toby and Ro as you bump into each other.
So she's gonna pause for a minute and look towards you. You got some kind of problem? Vision problem or something?
Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. My apologies. I didn't see you there.
She looks around. She's gonna insight check you because there's not very many people here.
As you're like responding, they're like looking to double check on things, like, oh, did I hit anything? Making sure I'm all good.
We'll have an insight. If you feel like you're lying, a deceit. If you're not lying, persuasion. Oh, they're lying through their teeth.
We love cold opposites.
So Ro's not gonna let it show that she's on to you or anything. She's just gonna look over and say, "Well, maybe you should be a little more careful with where you're walking." So it's gonna make it look like she believes you.
Oh.
But you ain't allowed up here, so you probably need to sit back down there and get yourself a room first.
Oh.
Or my friend, and she snaps. She's like, "That nice man over there with the big sword? I just met him. He seems like a nice guy."
I'm relatively decent, but I have been given what has been generously called a churlish turn of face, madam.
Right. I wouldn't bump into him. So when you go downstairs, maybe you watch a little bit closer where you're going. And she taps you on the shoulder very closely, because not everyone's as nice. She's gonna step back a little bit and then continue to up the stairs.
I'll be sure to do that. Toby's gonna saunter over to blah blah blah. Morgan, thank you.
How did that go?
Not well to start.
Did you find out where the other one is?
Nope, I didn't do much besides look like a fool.
I guess that's the problem with your benefactor. You have to lie. It's a cool thing about being the other side. We don't have to lie. We just speak in, vagueness. So,
Well,
do you want...
well, all right, vagueness. Why don't you give it a shot?
Of course. What's she gonna think? A small little person like me coming up those stairs? I'm sure it'll work out just fine. You have fun. I'm Jen. Ta-ta. And she kind of heads up the stairs to where Ro went. carefully. She's this little, like, 5'4", dark-haired, bright green-eyed little person with this Western dress on, so she's just looking like a little person walking up the stairs. Excuse me, Miss Rowe.
Oh god. She just barely had gotten to the, I would say, assume to the door, right? Or to the top of the stairs, or where am I located now?
I will say that in the space of this conversation, you maybe got about halfway up the stairs, and you can just about see Natasha. This Zaria is the body shape. Okay, we've got a built woman at the top of the stairs, looking down at you with the same sort of short cropped hair. She's clearly a bouncer.
Oh yeah, she remembers her. She remembers her very dear. Look, I come back to see my friend. 1 second though, and she looks back down. So, what can I help you with? And how do you know my name?
Well, I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of names. And I know that you're connected somehow to Jin, and she's on quite a path that my boss doesn't think is really a fantastic one. I was hoping you could maybe be a direct contact and help me to help her to not end the universe.
Well, you sound like a crazy person.
Yeah, I've been called that, but not crazy, not drunk either.
So, Jin is gonna be the end of the world?
She is working for Lucifer. And Lucifer's game is always the same, and it's always stopped. It's always start the apocalypse, end the world.
She's gonna have to insight check this one because she is so freaking. She knows so much. She told me
Valid?
Yeah. Let's have. Well, you're definitely not lying. So insight versus persuasion.
Yeah.
So you want me to roll persuasion?
Yes, please.
Okay. If I can find it.
So they're not the most convincing, but with a high insight, you suspect they might be telling the truth.
Deep down, Rose, like, that really kind of makes sense, because what do you do when you're going to start the apocalypse? Get rid of the liquor first. And every bar that she's come across, Jin, there's been fire and devastation. Maybe it's best that Jin did not stay actually right now in this building now that she thinks about it. Well, I think that's between your benefactor and Jin, don't you think?
Yes, but the way things work, somebody has to go talk to Jin first. It's this whole complicated mess. It's this grand design. I can't actually talk to Jin directly because technically thinking that she's less than good. Since I'm on the good or team what thinks is good, yeah, there's someone else going to go talk to her, and I think it's just going to get worse, which is why I have to talk to you.
Wait, you're on the good team and you're talking to me? Wait a minute. You're talking to me first? What does that mean? And wait a minute, you're going after Jen because she's on the bad team?
I'm not going after Jen. I'm trying to help her stop the apocalypse. If you like, wandering around, drinking and being hungover, that's what people say. Which is totally cool. However, you can't do that if there's nothing to drink. And Lucifer is determined.
He's gonna get rid of all the alcohol? Well.
Alcohol, water, liquor, everything. It's all gonna grow. And it's gonna be very, very dry and boring.
You're the magic persuasion. You could get into anywhere, right? Jin's in quite some trouble.
Yes, but you're her friend. Or
I am. I was just coming upstairs to ask a little bit of help from one of my friends. See, she got herself in a sticky situation and she's sitting in the mayor's building. If you could give me a little bit of distraction, I could seem to pull her out from the back.
Well, I can do that. However, you do have to help with Jen, because we have to stop it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I would be more than happy to try to persuade her to the light side of the law, of whatever your law is.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I'd like you to stop lying.
Not lying. I'm telling the truth.
Why would you be lying?
Judge just slowly turns in his seat. I rolled a 22 on an insight check.
Holy shit. Oh shit, natural 20.
Yeah.
To give the not exactly lying, but
I know.
definitely-
It's an opening sentence.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no, you're good. So,
Now, young lady, I didn't get your name.
My name?
Yes.
Well, my name's Morgan.
Pleasure. Miss Morgan or just Morgan?
Morgan works. Just Morgan.
Morgan. Now, it occurs to me, when one has very, very high-minded ideals, one should never speak in any kind of falsehoods.
Do I have to show you some sort of sign that I'm not lying? I mean, I can do that, but I'm not sure that I want to give you... radiant damage kind of is just... It's not fun, and...
No, please. You misunderstand. I believe certain elements of your narrative... forgive me, Miss Root. If I am in any way overshadowing your presence in the situation, I can just go back to the bar.
oh, by all means.
Her friend's in trouble. We're supposed to go save her. But if I save her, then she's going to help Jen, to stop, the world from going splat.
And
No world, no fun.
You're certain of all these outcomes.
There's never any certainty. Time is tiny, weird, and there's multiple outcomes in the grand design, and every
Fair
action
enough.
has...
So, rather than being completely forthcoming, you've chosen to be absently forthcoming, and then decided you would use sideways methods, which would only diminish your credibility in this situation. Do I have it about right?
No, there's light, dark, and then the neutral, and sometimes we work together to fix the grand design. Well...
Oh, I am familiar with the dark, ma'am. I
can go get my friend, but he's kind of bomby-womby, and he might blow up this place,
I've
just
seen him.
doesn't work.
Look,
Miss-
I don't want to cause any trouble, but if y'all are gonna have a fight, do you think you could maybe do it outside?
Rosie? Rosie Posey, Cotton Nosy, stick your nose somewhere else.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
We're not going to fight. We're having a conversation. I just want to
Rosie?
help.
Rosie, I have 500 gold pieces in my pocket that says this ain't going to be a collateral kind of problem.
Look how nice of that, Rosie. Besides, this nice, this strapping young woman behind me right now will gladly step in if there is any issues.
We're not going to fight. We're going to talk. We're going to save somebody, and then we're going to save another person, and then the world's going to continue on, and life is going to be mostly okay, or at least status quo. I like that idea.
I have no idea what your status quo is. All that it matters to me is we break her free, and you can do your mumbo jumbo to her.
No, you're going to help me with Jin. You're going to help to convince Jin to choose not ending the world.
Of
So she doesn't even know she's probably trying to end the world, but there are influences. I'm telling you, we always come in pairs. It's just the way it works.
I know.
I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest. You're walking in circles with your words. All that matters to me is of what your abilities are. And
A celestial being with divine intent. Cleric.
that's great. So, Jed, I'm hoping that you could keep an eye on this Miss Morgan and keep good to her word while we rescue Jen from the mayor's office.
Is she in peril?
She is. She has been locked up, incarcerated against her will when she had been unjustly incarcerated.
Anytime
Why
you
is
would
she-
like to roll an insight, just let me
Yes!
know if you want to roll an insight.
17.
Again, to roll. Here we go. Because I am absolutely. Oh no!
Ro is using a half-truth to tell a lie.
Well, I think it is time I disengage this entire discourse, as I feel myself beset by people who cannot be forthright and honest. in this
I'm being completely forthright. We have to go save
Jin!
the Jin, and then we have to make sure that she doesn't work for Lucifer. It's
Okay.
not good.
So maybe she's not incarcerated. I mean, how can you be incarcerated in the mayor's office? I've been trying to figure out that myself. But I went to
Has
the.
she seen the Bommy guy? Has she seen the guy that I got sent here with? The other part? The Bommy
Wait.
guy. If she's with the Bommy guy, then she's incarcerated. His name's Toby. We've been yin and yang for as long as I know.
Right. So, don't know who Toby is. Seen a lot of balmy people in my travels. Little strange that you're describing him in such ways. Maybe a
Because
little bit.
he's less than good.
All of us are less than good.
Oh no,
Here.
but he's
I'm pretty
definitely
alright.
less than good.
Right.
Okay, well, let's go see your friend, and then we'll talk to Jen. And if Mr. Jed wants to come, then that's okay too.
How about you
Well-
wait down here? I'm gonna go pick up some of my things upstairs. Jed's gonna watch you. Won't you watch her for me, Jed?
You're going to escape out the window, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I promise, Jed.
Okay.
As everyone disengages from this conversation, we may notice that Toby is no longer there. Let's pan across to Jin in the prison with good old the Waking Kid. Oh, hey, you back?
Yeah, well, you said it was free, so I might as well.
Yes, indeed, free for as long as you like. I don't really keep no prisoners in here.
Yeah, I figured. Well, thanks. I'll just bunk up somewhere else. I don't think I'm getting too much sleep tonight anyways, but I'll try.
Yeah, and you see him fan the hammer and like shoot 4 bottles. It's loud, real loud. It's like gunshots. You just said you're gonna go to sleep, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, bang, 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 bang." Like,
Jin has actually probably slept through worse because she's nightmares and pacts and stuff. So you know what? This isn't that bad. It could be worse.
As you get to the cell you choose, I imagine you would at least place yourself a ways from him, though.
Oh yeah. Maybe not too far in the back, but like middle,
Mm-hmm. Hello, Jin.
and then just. Do I see him, or is it in my head?
He's there. I'm right here in the cell.
Privacy?
Sorry?
Privacy? That was Jin asking.
What? You're decent. What's the problem?
Well, I was gonna sleep.
Just
But
thought I'd pop
fine.
in.
Yeah, you want to talk? I'm always open to talk with a friend.
I'm not quite sure what you're poking at. We're friends, right?
Yeah, I said I'm always happy to talk with a friend. You're a friend. We can talk. You want to talk? We can.
That makes me happy. No, I just wanted to let you know that you can expect to be pestered by some of those who like to interfere. Don't
What do
worry,
you
I've...
mean by this?
I've sent someone to help.
Fair enough.
You- Your target. They should help you with that as well.
Yeah, I noticed it moved from. Well, I heard it moved from Blank Pass over down here, so I guess that makes my job easier.
Up to you, really. They'll be heading back. You can either do it in broad daylight or wait until they're alone on the road.
We'll see what's easier. Gonna get back to me about the other thing we talked about. The New Deal.
Yeah, I've got some lawyers working on it. You know how lawyers are.
They're easy to pay off when you need them to work quick.
Not the lawful ones.
Fair enough. Is he sitting on something? Or is he standing?
Standing.
Jin makes a very big point to just stand and kind of lean on the wall, right next to him.
How are things going? Job satisfaction okay?
Going pretty well. I mean, job's fine. I'm finding this target's been pretty easier than the other ones since you gave me a location this time around.
Well, I take feedback very seriously.
I mean, I'd like to see your lawyers work a little faster, but I mean, that's not under my control, and I know it's certainly not under yours.
I'll pass that on to them, but like I say, you know lawyers. Nearly as bad as the accounts department.
Yeah.
Look, I'd love to stay and chat. They'll be here soon, so maybe don't get your head too low.
As a player, I have to check and see if I'm missing any spell slots that I might need back for a rest, but I don't think I am. I think I'm all good. Oh yeah, I'm all good. Alright, fine.
They turn and walk through the wall. The wall sort of turns to flame as they step into it, and once they pass, there's just like a scorch mark where they were.
Not a goodbye? Nothing? Wow.
Toby enters the prison.
No, goodbye's not really their speed, now is it?
Oh. Ha! I'm just not gonna sleep tonight, am I?
No, Jin, you're not gonna sleep tonight.
Oh, fun. You know my name too, huh?
Oh yes, Jin Harker, you're famous. Toby, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Hold out my hand to shake.
Were you planning to sleep here?
Well, it's free.
The dirt outside's free too. It ain't any better.
And there's a kid with a gun on the outside. I'll take my chances in here.
In a prison cell. I don't think our kind are the ones to stay in prison cells for long now.
Our kind?
They did just mention that I'd be coming, did they?
Oh yeah. Are you one of the helpful ones or the hurtful ones?
Well, it depends. How's Baron von Bismarck going for you?
Well, I know where he is, where he's gonna be tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, that's a mighty long way away.
Might be able to teach you a few things.
Don't you think we can speed things up a little?
Our boss is an infernal demon. I'm assuming he's got all the time in the world.
He may, but I surely do not.
Alright then. What's your grand plan?
What was your grand plan? You were gonna follow Baron? Where?
I was gonna help someone. Well, one of my associates was gonna break in anyways. I was gonna tag along, see what I could do. Stab a toothpick in the guy's food. I don't know.
Your associate?
Figure it out as I go.
Would this be Ro you're speaking of?
Yeah.
Still tagging along with that one, aren't you?
Yeah. Someone wanted us to travel to Blank Pass together, so here I am.
Well, alrighty then. Say we do wait till tomorrow night. You have no other additional plan besides sneak in with Ro?
Well, I'll figure it out when I get there.
That's being reckless, Jin.
That's what I'm known for.
Well, maybe we ought to fix that. Sometimes being unpredictable is a little too predictable, don't you think?
Yeah, perhaps. Wow, you got any better ideas?
No, I'm just here for the ride. I'm here to help you in any way you need it.
Oh, fun. I like that.
So, if you're gonna sleep here tonight, and we're gonna take care of the Baron tomorrow, then so be it. I just thought I might poke and prod and see what you might be thinking.
Is there anyone else with you?
Are we known to travel in pairs?
No, he just said there might be more.
Maybe
Be
there are.
him devil as he may, he's lawful at some point.
Perhaps. I heard you were asking about the job. Well, he was asking about the job.
Yeah?
Were you telling
work
the
a
truth?
similar job. That I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Are you
Well, I think-
happy with it?
I didn't say I was happy, but I didn't lie. I said it was fine, and it is.
Just fine.
Just fine.
You see, Jin, any job is just fine. You gotta find the fun in it. Maybe we can have some fun with Baron von Bismarck tomorrow.
Define fun.
What's your definition of fun?
Depends.
It's causing a
Depends on who I'm
commotion. Causing a little commotion, a little chaos fun for you?
Well, I always like breaking things. Breaking the status quo.
You and
But
I will get
really-
along just fine then.
Really, it depends on who I'm with. Jen is getting incredibly close to you, by the way. She's walking like real close up to your face.
Oh. Okay. Depends on who you're with. Well, as you can see, I do like to cause a commotion.
I like the looks of that.
Alrighty then.
Where were you staying tonight?
Not in this dump.
Then where?
You know, Jen, you're you're an interesting one, aren't you? Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, I guess.
Like you said, being predictable sometimes is fun. She just kind of pokes you on the chest and walks back to herself, or walks back into the room.
As Toby's walking out, I'm sure Malcolm loved your predictability. And keeps going.
Jin does not respond. Jin does not respond.
Okay, whilst we rush Bernie's to Jin's cell, let's head back over to Ro, Jed, and Morgan. Ro was heading up the stairs, so Jed and Morgan, what do the two of you do?
Well, I was following Morgan because I promised her that I would help her free Jen.
Oh, what am I doing? Well, I think I'll enjoy my drink, and unless I hear someone scream my name in peril, I will go back to the bar.
Ah, I like that. Yeah. Okay, so let's follow Ro upstairs then.
Okay, well, so when Morgan starts to follow Ro, she's gonna turn back and said, "I said that you should probably wait downstairs."
Okay. I'll wait downstairs and maybe go wander outside for a moment. But you'll come back so that we can go rescue Jen. And then we can help.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Turns around, heads back down the stairs.
As Morgan
Wait.
goes by, Jed kind of just speaks up and says, "You know, you remind me of an old church lady that used to hit kids with rulers. I'm just going to put that out there. You don't blink like you blink like she does."
Well, sorry about that. Don't hit kids.
That's what she said too. She said she hit devils.
Devils. Who hits devils? You can't even. I mean, you could hit a devil, but it wouldn't do anything. You just like regenerate, and it's pointless.
Not really if you do it right. And it feels real great to rip one's head off.
I won't argue that, but you know, I'm gonna go outside for a minute and see if I can spot the person I'm looking for. We're going out and we're gonna go save Jen, I think, in just a minute when Miss Rowe comes back. So I'm gonna head over there and I'll be right back. She kind of heads over to the door.
Jed, you might have heard them talking about the manor house. That was where you were hired to protect.
Oh no.
No.
Good. Excellent, so we'll follow Ro upstairs.
I'm gonna go visit my employer and give descriptions of an approximate 4 people and their armaments and their supplies and their dispositions.
Hey, you haven't seen me yet. You don't know what I look like. It's fine.
I've literally
The
heard you
question-
describe a girl dealing with Lucifer.
The question is, are you gonna make it back there before I get back downstairs? Are you gonna make it all the way back to that mansion?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. Just a
Okay.
shot in the dark on that one.
So as Jed heads out, let's go up to that scene upstairs. Ro, first of all, does anyone remember the dancer's name who owned the club from last week? Do you remember her name?
I honestly do not. I was hoping
know it
you
was-
did.
Germanic. I know it was Germanic.
Nope.
No.
Jen
Nope.
didn't need to know, so I purged it from my memory to store other useless bits of information.
Chat hasn't spoken up either, so let's go with I can't even. Von Grelde.
Von Grilda.
Saunterblug at Hampton, Frobisher.
Okay. I believe it. So she's gonna rap on the door real quick.
As you go past, Natasha just says, "Be careful tonight, she's in bad mood."
She needs to get the hell over it, is what she needs to do.
She's tired.
We all tired, Natasha. Duh. She needs to get over it. Knocks on the door.
Come in!
She opens the door. Walks
What is... Oh, it's you, Ro. Welcome.
in. Look, if things work out the way I want it to work out tonight, I think I have quite the idea. But I need you to go by a little plan. How well are you good at spinning truths?
What do you mean by spinning truths? I spin a lot of...
Well,
downright lies.
Madame Victoria just has passed. She is now dead.
Okay, what do we gain by saying this?
Well, Madame Victoria is going to be reborn like a phoenix. Her new name she's gonna go by is Jen.
We're going to rename...
Mhm.
We'll have to rename the bar.
No, we don't. The reason why we're doing this is because once people are looking for Victoria and they know she's dead, Victoria can come out of hiding afterwards. And I have a little bit of a friend downstairs who's willing to help out break her free as long as it's Jen.
Okay. Let's say I go with it. What do you need me to spin? You want me to just get the girls to start spreading rumors?
That would be great. I also need you when she shows up here. I need that nice lady to think she's Jen, so that way I can find Jen. Tell Jen that someone's coming after her. So the real truth here is not that I care if anything happens to her.
Hang on. You want to find Jin to tell Jin that Jin has escaped, but Jin is using Jin's name to hide? What? I don't.
No.
You lost me.
This is why you're not allowed in the full game of the streams, or the full plan. So I just need you to pretend that Victoria's name is Jin.
Pretend that Victoria's name is Jin.
That's all you have to do. I'm pretty sure.
You don't want me to spread rumors that Madame Victoria is dead.
No, don't spread rumors yet. Not till we get Jen back here. Then you spread rumors that Madame Victoria is dead.
So we get Madame Victoria back here, and then we tell everyone that she's dead.
Correct. But she's going to be Jen while we're saving her, and she's going to be Jen when she gets here. And then you're going to act like she's Jen while she's here, and knowing Madame Victoria, she's probably going to try to screw me over, and when we're about to head out of town, she's going to tell that weird lady downstairs that it's not. But we're not going to tell anyone until I found Jen, and then life can go back as usual. My plan is to murder the mayor and get things tied up here. So
murdering the mayor now?
This is why you're not allowed in any plans. Look. When Madame Victoria left you this place, she did not get you prepared for the darkness that circles around this town. Let me tell you something. What I do, I have been taught and raised very well in the plotting of this plan. I just need you to do two things. Pretend like Jen, Madame Victoria's Jen, and keep your mouth shut.
Okay, I can do that. If it means Madame Victoria can come back and run this place in my stead, then I'll do anything.
Great. I also need an outfit, unfortunately.
Sure, help yourself.
Ro's gonna walk over to the outfits, and she's gonna pick the most eye-catching one, fold it up, put it in a bag.
Can you describe it for us?
It's gonna, I guess we'll do like a bright red because it's in the western scene, and it has all the ruffles, but it's open in the front, and then it's got like a low cleavage point and the short shoulders, so it's very risque, something that you would have someone saucefully walk around the bar as if to enchant everyone.
Of course, yep.
Yes, ruby red with sequences. Exactly, Potato. Ruby red with sequences and everything. So fold it up, put it in there, and she's like, you're going to get this bag, don't worry.
We have lots.
Unfortunately, I knew that. So, remember, what's your job?
Pretend that Madame Victoria's name is Jin, and stay quiet.
Perfect. So she leaves. She's gonna head back downstairs. She's looking at Natasha. She actually isn't in too terribly of a mood.
Guess you must just have a way with her.
Huh. That's weird. Okay. Well, nevertheless, go on downstairs. Gonna go meet my new friend. You watch her and make sure she stays in here for the best. And she can go downstairs. Hope you didn't. Wait, you're outside now, right, Morgan?
I think everyone's left. Yeah, you go downstairs to an empty bar. There's just rows of that. How did that go? Do you want a drink?
Where did everyone go?
Well, first that the lady who may or may not have been a teacher went outside, and then the man in chainmail, the one who's Jed, that you should shout his name if you're in peril. He went outside shortly after.
1 minute. She's gonna look back. She's like, Jed!
Do I do that?
It's probably been about 10-15 minutes. Give me a perception check. We'll make the DC like 18. If you pass it, then you'll hear it.
Nope.
Nah.
Well, he obviously isn't close.
I guess not.
Do you know why that man was here?
He said that he was gonna stay the night, but then he didn't buy a room and he left, but he paid his tab.
He said he was gonna stay the night. Then he changed his mind. Well, that's a little strange. What else did he say?
He was just real polite, like being kind without being creepy.
That's great. But as a bartender, your job is to get information from people. That's literally your job. Let me tell you something. When people ask questions or need information, they go to you first, okay?
Hello, me. I'm supposed to get information?
Yes. It's very important.
Oh.
Are you new?
I worked here a month. It's the longest job I ever had. She grabs a pen and paper from under the counter.
No,
Okay.
don't write it down. Don't write it down.
Oh.
You're supposed to. What has Madame Victoria been doing in this establishment? This used to be such a corrupt bar. So, when people come in here, you find out basic information. The 5 key points. Madame Victoria's starting to kill. Why they're here. What is their weakness? What do they like? Are they easy? Or their intelligence level, manipulation ability, their strength ability, their strengths.
All
you
right.
find out.
Okay,
all
I think they might have been like maybe a farmer. They were asking me about farming techniques, so maybe their strengths are agriculture, and their weaknesses accounting. I ain't never known a farmer that can do their accounts right.
So I'm gonna tell you real quick. That ain't no farmer. No farmer wears a sword that big on his back. Now, if I had been behind that bar, I'd have found all 5 of these, and I would have already spun something to use that against that man. So you've given me absolutely nothing. You should be fired, but you're like, I don't own this place and I don't care.
You sound real stressed. Do you want a drink?
I asked for a drink earlier, and you didn't even give me a drink. And you're a terrible bartender.
You went straight upstairs. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know. Send a drink up here, obviously, but we're gonna pass it. I got too much work on my hands now. When I get back, when is your shift over?
I'm covering for that Lawrence fella, so I guess I'm doing till close.
Okay, so it's already closed now, right?
Believe it or not, no.
Just gonna walk over to the sign and flip it over and it says closed. We're closed now. because I don't think I trust you at the bar anymore. So think of it as a time off.
Okay, I'll go and speak to Miss Von.
There. She's busy. She's in a bad mood.
I
She
know
looks
she's in
over
a
at
bad
Natasha.
mood. She is in bad mood.
I think it's best that you just take this as a helpful situation and, I don't know, go home a little early. Do you live upstairs? If you live upstairs, just go curl up in bed early.
All right, I guess I'll do that then.
That's much appreciated. Thank God. It'd be too hard to try to convince that one to lie.
And she starts cleaning down the bar.
Nope. Upstairs.
No,
Just
but
go. Just
but
go.
But
Just
look,
go.
It hasn't even. But like, she gets real angry if I don't mop and clean the bar. It gets messy, and then we lose our license.
Have you ever played hide and seek?
I have.
Okay, well, I'm gonna count to 10, and if you're behind this bar, when I'm done counting, you're not gonna like it what happens when I find you.
Okay.
Okay, 1.
When you get to 5, you feel pressure on the inside of your legs as she's trying to crawl between them.
Just gonna step away.
This is how we play, right? Then you're it.
This is like a weird version of leapfrog. What? No, this is not how we play. It's hard. She looks up at Natasha. Can you take this one upstairs, please?
No, it's too funny.
Jesus.
She says, plan-faced.
Okay. Have you? Okay, so the way you play hide and seek is I count to 10, and you have to go hide until I find you.
To fade out on this scene as Ro gets more frustrated with Rose. And we'll go straight outside to Morgan. Morgan, you'll step outside. Jed will step out like a couple of minutes later and start heading towards the manor house, I guess.
Yep.
So opportunity for interaction there. About 10-15 minutes later, Toby will appear.
Well, because Jed is legitimately writing down what he heard from the bartender in a little notebook about farming techniques.
Yeah.
Morgan was kind of looking to see what she could see outside. Probably trying to run into the opposite Factor and Toby.
Yeah.
See what they were up to.
Sin City, Danadar. You can see dice houses, card houses, drinking houses. Bet on a drinker. All sorts of gambling establishments. You can see bars, show houses, brothels, and sitting on the hill at the top of the town, I guess, is a manor house. Looks like it was here before everything else.
So, do I see Morgan on the road?
Yeah, you definitely see Morgan on the road.
Cool. I walk down a side alley so she doesn't follow me.
Do I see him walk down the side alley?
I mean, I guess like walking down the side alley is walking down a side alley. If you're looking his way, you'll see him go down the side alley.
So she kind of sees him out of the corner of her eye, and she looks over there at them. She didn't particularly like being called a school teacher, so she lets him go doing whatever he's doing.
And then once I'm done making that left turn, I go straight forward, so I'm just going behind the buildings to the manor.
Yeah, oh yeah, you know there's a network of alleyways in this place, and you can navigate them fairly easily.
And so she just kind of walks over to whatever's closest to her and looks around to see whatever, looks in the window watching the card dealers or something. And hangs out there for a minute waiting for Toby to finish doing whatever they were doing.
Sure. Let's bring Toby in then.
How'd it go, Goody Two Shoes?
They want to rescue Jen. I guess she's walled up in that mansion up there or something like that. House?
Rescue Jin.
Yes.
From who?
They didn't say who. Or maybe they did, but I didn't hear it.
Who are you saying is trying to rescue Jin?
Ro!
I think you may be confused, Morgan.
What do you mean?
Jin's in the prison.
What's Jen doing in the prison? Well, I
Sleeping.
mean, it's a good place for her to be. It's keeping her from being with Lucifer, but what is she doing in there?
Oh, Lucifer was there too.
Well, that's fantastic. Now we have archangels wandering around. Okay. So, you want to go take your turn with Ro, and I'll go talk to Jen in the jail to find out why she's in the jail in the first place.
I think Ro needs a night to sleep it off.
No, she's going to go rescue somebody, and it's your gig. They want to kill people. I don't kill. I protect, I help, I heal, I do things.
But who is
kill.
she rescuing then? Because Jin is not in need of rescuing right now.
I don't have a clue. They said the person was Jin. So if they're lying, well, then that's your territory too. They're being bad.
My territory is being bad.
Blowing up things, killing people, not caring. I have to care.
No
That's
one
what-
said I didn't care.
Okay,
I
well,
care about certain things, just not them.
yes, but I care about them on the other side. So, yeah, let me go talk to her, and you help her with the blowing up. You've got lots of bomby-wommy things. I don't want to kill anybody. That's not my thing.
Where's Ro now?
She's there. And the guy thinks I'm a school teacher. But he went that way too. Wait, he's going to the big house too, or something. He's going that way. I saw him go down the road, and then he turned. But I don't know where he went after that. I didn't want to go follow him. I didn't care enough.
Do you need a drink, Morgan?
No, I need to go talk to Jin, and you need to go blow up things.
Talk to Jin about what now?
Being good. You know how this works?
Being good. You think Jin's gonna be good?
No.
I think you're in the wrong town for being good.
Of course. Look, it's a full of sin and destitution. But it's okay. I still can go talk to her.
About being good.
About not starting the apocalypse. It's not a benefit. You
Who
warned
said
me.
we were starting the apocalypse?
Don't double talk me. I know you.
You. I think you're mistaken.
No.
Nobody knows me.
Well, I know you better than most. You always appear at the places that I appear. It's like
Purely
you're stalking me.
circumstantial.
Uh-huh. So I'm gonna go to the jail and rescue Jen from her jail cell and find out why she's in her jail cell. You can blow up things, because I don't want to kill anybody. I mean, I can bring him back to life.
Why don't I escort you to Jin's jail cell then?
Because then Ro's gonna come wondering where I went. But if you're here, then clearly no loss, no gain. She can take you, and you've got big bomby things.
So you want me to distract Ro for you?
Yes,
You want me to do your dirty work?
I don't do dirty work.
Obviously. Miss Morgan wants to stay clean today, doesn't she?
No, she always does.
Maybe you should start trying little different things.
No,
like
I don't want to
doing
be
your own
like,
dirty work.
No, we don't do dirty work. That's why we have contacts. But if you're here, then it works. I'll just go talk to Jen. Jail's thick that way. You go talk to Ro and blow things up.
Where's Ro going exactly?
To rescue the fake Jen.
So maybe we should gather Jin and see why there's a fake Jin being rescued. I think she might be intrigued by that.
Okay, but you still have to kill things because I don't kill things.
Gladly.
Okay, let's go. Let's go get her.
And around this time, Jin kind of just walks out of the jail because she was gonna tail Toby for a little bit.
Oh.
I thought you said she was in jail. Are you lying about her being in jail now?
No, she was voluntarily in jail, sleeping there. She didn't have a place to stay.
Sleeping in a jail cell? That's like sleeping on the ground.
She said she was too good for a ground, but not good enough for a bed.
Really? You're perfectly...
I assumed that one.
Ay. But it would be great for you to sleep on a nice bed. Well, why would you go to sleep on a jail?
Jin, why aren't you in your cell?
Why were you in jail?
I could sleep there and it was free.
Okay, well then that makes sense. Free is good, even if it's not the greatest.
Are you two friends? Did I interrupt?
I wouldn't use that word for us.
No, definitely not friends.
Co-workers, perhaps.
Oh gosh, don't know. But hi, how are you?
Fine. I
I'm-
feel like I shouldn't be answering that question. Who are you?
Morgan.
Nice
That's
to meet
me.
you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna make the grand old assumption that you already know who I am, because apparently that's a thing in this town.
You're Jen Harker, and you're here to kill a Baron.
Yeah.
Which you can't do that.
Oh, she most
Why not?
certainly can.
You know, being on, you just can't kill the Baron, because if you kill the Baron, it just scores another one for Lucifer, and he's gonna start the apocalypse, and nobody wants it.
Well, apocalypse
Wait,
aside,
All right,
Yeah.
there was a lot there that I'm not killing. It's taking their soul, which I think is different. I'd like to think it's different. Two apocalypse? Did I hear that right?
Soul reaping is for reapers, and you are not a reaper. And collecting souls is usually for the apocalypse. And I don't know who didn't tell you, but
All right, again.
Morgan, why are you trying to
back
tell
the
Jin?
Apocalypse.
the apocalypse? Lucifer
That's
has
it.
already risen. You're talking to him. Apparently, they said over there that Lucifer had decided to show up.
Yeah, he likes to pop in every now and then for a chat.
Have you ever questioned yourself on why you're working with the devil himself
Oh,
and
I
collecting
know
souls?
why. I know why. I roped myself into this mess. Yeah, I know why.
Do you want to get yourself out of it?
Am I allowed to answer that question? I asked Toby.
Jin Hacker, I don't know why you're talking to Morgan about your job. She thinks she knows what we do. She thinks she knows what we're doing. But I'm not sure she really does.
Collecting souls that should be allowed to at least live and figure out it's wrong. Soul, and what are you collecting his soul for?
That's
Have you
our
been
business and not yours.
Well, then perhaps it should be my business. Because
Why should it be your business, Morgan?
why shouldn't it be?
Because
Saving the
this
world
is
is a
our
good thing.
job. This is our job. This is our
Ryan?
contract.
Contracts for souls deserve to be burned. And
Many
I
things
will,
belong burned.
I will save the Baron because no more souls need to be reaped. Nobody else has to die. Jen, you don't have to go down this road. There's no point. You're giving souls to the devil. He can only be using them to build a war machine. And that does not bode well for the Earth, that does not bode well for the galaxy, and that bodes well for nobody. And especially for your friend who is apparently thinking you are tied up and stuck somewhere, or there's a doppelganger of you somewhere. We're supposed to go rescue her in a minute.
All right, who said that and why?
Well, Rose said we were going to rescue you, but then Toby said that you were in the jail. So if you're the real Jin, I have no idea who the imposter Jin is.
Wait, where exactly was Ro trying to go?
Morgan's not quite sure, but I suggest we follow her and see who this imposter Jin is, because I'm quite curious myself.
Do you have a twin sister that you don't know about?
Not that I'm aware of, but as someone can attest to, I don't have exactly the greatest memory anymore.
Yes. Well, hopefully maybe we'll figure out how to get your memory back while we're at this too. I heard about that, and that's quite tragic.
All right,
Everyone
goody.
here knows things that I don't know. This is great. I feel so included. Wow.
You're here. You're with us. You're included.
You're very much included. You're very much a part of it, and you're working with us. I'm not working with him though, or them.
Right. What side are you on then? If you're not on this side.
I'm on the good side, the side that kind of likes the balance. Kind of in
She's
the
on
middle.
she's on the predictable side.
It's not completely predictable.
Come on, Jin.
Fair enough.
The predictable side is trying to stop that.
I suggest we find out who this doppelganger is or what have you and proceed from there. Because going around in circles ain't going to get us nowhere.
Oh, plans change. Plans move up from tomorrow night to tonight. Let's move.
You are not going to go kill the Baron.
We'll see about that, Morgan. We'll see.
No more killing.
This
Unless
seems like
it's
a wonderful place to pan across to Jed at the Manor House. You're admitted. You obviously have the correct identification and everything. They let you in. There are 2 guards on the door, riflemen, and inside you can see the mayoress.
Good day.
Good night, more like, but welcome.
Ma'am, my name is Jed. You hired me to do a bodyguard job, I believe, for you.
Yes, that seems correct for the event tomorrow when we have the Baron von Bismarck visiting.
Yes, I believe that the individuals that you have hired me to do this, to stop this, are here in town tonight. And I rattle off their descriptions, their names. Now, I don't know what this Jen Harker woman looks like. I assume she's a woman. However, I do believe she may be a warlock with attunements to Lucifer. Shot in the dark on that one. Don't exactly have a precise science on that.
Oh my. Okay. Well. And these others, Morgan, Rowe.
Well, the Morgan woman claims to be a cleric, but she's very preachy.
Clerics often are.
Well, I've met a few fun ones in my time. But either way, I don't suspect she'll actually attempt to attack anything. She seems to be quite set on stopping Jen from doing anything that might be considered of malevolent intent. And actually, we might be able to convince her to go the other way, but I've insulted her frequently throughout tonight, so it might be better if someone other than myself does that. Apart from that, I would like to recommend that I remain here for the night in the event that an attack of some kind happens, because gut instinct, I guess you could call it.
Taking the initiative. I like that. Yes, I can put you up in a room somewhere near the Baron's attaché.
Thank you.
He only has a skeleton crew.
That's going to be a real problem. What kind of weapons and armaments and defenses do you have at this location?
Oh, they mostly have axes and shields, but they don't die, which is handy.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. They'll make a great barrier.
And then we have all of our guards here. We've pulled all the guards out of their normal guard duties to be here tonight.
That's good. That's good. They're probably not going to try the front door. That's too stupid. It's more than likely they'll try to climb directly to the window of the Baron. Now, it would be reasonable to kind of board up those windows in some capacity. Do you have any kind of way of securing them?
Well, that wouldn't be my speciality, but I'm sure if we just call Alfred.
Also,
Sorry, a gentleman in a tuxedo comes in. Alfred, could you get your people to bar the windows tonight? Maybe board them up. We expect there may be a.
Also, do you have geese?
Geese.
Yes. You see, geese are an animal that are conventionally used as a security deterrent because they squawk in the presence of people.
Oh, I had no idea.
Not many people do. I found that one out the hard way. I hate geese now, but they're effective.
We have some swans.
It's close enough.
I mean, they're just pretty geese, right?
More or less, yeah. Thank you. I'll take up my lodgings, although I will be resting with my equipment. Ma'am?
Have a good eevening.
You as well.
And as you're leaving, you're like, right, well, you heard him. Come on. And she starts getting people, assembling people to do things and get the place ready for an attack tonight. Ro, when you finally explain to Rose what hide and seek is, and either give up and let her clean the bar or get her into her bed for the night, we can leave that as a either way, it's going to be very stressful and take far too long.
There's like a little voice inside her head, and she's like, Natasha's watching. You shouldn't just shoot her. The dark voice says, shoot her, Ro. Loose ends are easier dealt with just quickly. So she just pauses for a minute and she's like, do you have any family or anything?
Me? Well, it were not as such.
The dark voice says, ain't no one gonna miss her, Ro. Ain't no one even gonna look for her if she's gone. Natasha, I think that the boss needs a word with you.
Don't shoot her.
But Natasha, you don't understand. I can only take so much. Stupidity.
I agree. Perhaps I'll sort her out.
I asked you to do that earlier.
Yeah.
And you... Oh, so it's okay now because her life is on the line, but it wouldn't have been okay earlier when my...
That's not it, Ro. Earlier it was funny. Now it's painful.
I know, it's painful. It's quite painful.
Don't get me wrong, it's still amusing. Come on, Rose, upstairs. Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. The little dark voice, the light voice says, congratulations, you got out of that one. The dark voice says, it's okay. When Natasha's out looking, we'll just put a bullet in her head when we get back. Everything's gonna be fine. She's gonna grab a bottle, a small bottle from underneath, pour herself a drink. Okay, we're gonna go talk to that weird woman now. I'm just gonna step outside.
Sure. Where exactly were Toby, Morgan, and Jin arguing? Was it outside the prison, or was it outside the? Because the prison was right opposite the place, right? It was close to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're right outside.
Yeah. Were you all just arguing there or down the road? They all say you're arguing right there. Why not? Ro joins
Right
you.
there.
Opens the door, immediately sees all three of them, especially Jin. Slowly shuts the door. Is anyone notice that she came out?
Does anyone have a? Because you were all arguing quite heatedly. Does anyone have a passive perception higher than 12?
No, cleric, pull through.
I know. Right?
Hold on. Passive. Where the heck is it on
Should be just below your skills.
just below the skill? 12.
Meets beats. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the door closing.
Well, I'm thinking that somebody came out. I don't know who was in there, but they did come out. So perhaps we should go back in and see what they want. Or that might be our fearless leader who's taking us to get the imposter Jin.
She'll lock the door for a minute. And bolt the door. And she's like, I need a minute.
You see that the door is closed. The sign says closed, but all of the lights are still on in the bar.
How? And she's like thinking to herself, see inside, she's like, Jin was out there. The loudmouth probably told her everything. They probably think that now the Jin's crazy and there's two of them. It's okay. We can play with this. Let's adapt. Adapt to the situation. Adapt, Ro. We got to think of situation. Think.
Well, is that your friend, Jin? The Miss Rowe. She's in there.
Claire. I don't know for certain. It don't look close to me. I mean, I'm known for making terrible decisions, but even I can tell that's probably not close. The lights are still on.
So Rose's gonna move across the bar, put her hand back there, and she's gonna look for a specific type of bottle. She's looking for something strong.
All right, well, let's go get her.
Do I find anything?
You find an unmarked bottle.
Sweet. Okay, she picks up that unmarked bottle and she's like, the best way to trick people is to wet in their whistle.
Looks like if you sniff it, it smells a bit like tequila.
Oh no.
Now, how to get someone to drink this? I have an idea. she's gonna move back there and she's gonna mix it with orange juice, a little bit of orange juice to make it look like it's super, like, okay to drink. And make it look like a little, like something you would just see like for breakfast. Nothing that isn't.
Are you making mimosas?
Kinda, but it's not gonna look like it.
Even I know does not go in a mimosa.
Yeah, exactly, because it's stronger. And she plans to make this as strong as possible, as deceivingly innocent as possible. So that's her plan right now. Is there any juice bottle back there? A big like container, like a juice jar.
There's like orange juice, there's cranberry juice, apple juice.
So she takes that tequila and she pours it in the juice jar so it's more believable that it's just juice. She shakes that up. She'll put it to her side a little bit. She's gonna hold her glass because she knows that Jin is not stupid enough to believe that Ro carries around non-alcoholic drinks. So she's gonna hold her glass, hopefully to deceive Jin. And
may I ask, Ro, do you have skill in either a poisoner's kit or an alchemist's kit?
I do not.
Then just roll me a straight
D20.
No, I feel like you should be able to add something. Add a wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. $14?
Yeah, mix as well.
So she's gonna take that bottle. She goes back to the door. Does anyone move to the door before she gets there to unlock it? Because it takes time. I warrant that.
Well, Morgan, you were the one who wanted to talk with her. By all means.
Toby, do you think it's possible to blow up that door? It's locked. At least I think it is.
Oh, it's possible to blow up that door, but do you want me to do that in the middle of this town right now? We're trying to discreetly take care of something.
This is also true. Okay, I shall knock. Knock, knock, knock.
I'm sorry. We're closed right now.
Bro, I think you lied to me.
Well, if it isn't the good side. No. I'm just closing up the bar so we can do our saving.
You clearly don't need to save Jin because we found her and she was quite safe and sound attempting to...
Arrow!
Yeah, well, that wasn't the Jin I was coming to save. There's another Jin.
Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of people in this town who know me already. Gonna assume it's some sort of supernatural interference thanks to an old friend of mine. Yeah.
I'm sure it's nothing. We're gonna get this all settled out. We were gonna do some planning, but I had plans to, do this earlier, and it's fine. We're gonna get this figured out. Two gins isn't that abnormal. So we're gonna.
It really is. It really is. Unless something else happened in my memory, I don't know. Your memory
is kind of shot, Jin.
We really do have to fix her memory.
It's kind of shot. So anything
that would be appreciated. Thanks.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. The saving the second Jin. Just give me a minute. She walks over and unlocks the door. She opens it. She's like, "Oh, see, I told you it was no big deal. But I need to lock this door to go back around the back. Natasha here isn't gonna protect the front door, ain't that right, Natasha?" Where'd she go? Oh, that's right. There was this nice young bartender, sweet as a peppermint candy, and I just adored her attention for a good while. And she had to go to bed. So,
did you kill the bartender?
No, I did not. She did not die.
Are you sure?
Why would I kill the bartender? That's
because that just seems like something you might do, and I haven't known you all that long. However, you did say something about being more or good, less relative, and if you're not good, then you're not evil, or if you're evil, I don't really know what you are. You're very curious.
Ro mutters underneath her breath, and she's like, "That makes us both questionative." Nevertheless, I'm so glad you met my good friend Jin at the area that I had not suggested, because that's strange. Jin, why are you here?
Because she's not clearly being held captive. She was perfectly fine, completely fine inside the jail cell, and you lied.
No, I did not lie. I have two friends named Jin.
No.
As this conversation is going on, why don't we pan back to Toby and Jin, who have gone quiet?
So when Morgan walks over to Ro, Toby's gonna place their hand on Jin's shoulder and just whisper in her ear, like, "Are you really thinking about going with Morgan's plan now?" Nah, I don't believe that from you, Predictable.
What's Morgan's plan? Not kill the Baron? Not fill the contract? I can't do that.
Well, I'm just double checking, making sure your priorities are straight.
What exactly do you know about my husband?
Let's take care of Baron von Bismarck before we start talking about Malcolm.
But the good Baron ain't gonna be here until tomorrow night, so we got all the time in the world to chat. We can start there.
We will chat after the Baron is taken care of. You give me what I need, I'll give you what you need.
Fair's fair, I suppose.
And a deal's a deal. Shake on it? We do like deals in our line of work, don't we?
Yeah, that we do. Jin does shake your hand.
Pleasure doing business with you, Jen Hawker. Now we gotta make sure that Morgan doesn't get into our way, now do we?
What exactly is Morgan?
I don't even know. A pain in my ass.
Oh, I see why she's so keen on Ro then. Alright.
I'd just like to pan for just a second to that the mayor's desk as she leans under the counter and pulls the international sign language for casting the message cantrip at long distance. The somatic components, obviously. I'm having to increase security to keep my cover. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll try. And we can go back to Morgan and Ro. Although I'd like us all to start moving towards the manor house soon. The scene needs to move.
Oh, we are.
All right, off we go.
I have a plan before we start moving. See, I'm so glad that you're here, Jen, because really I thought we were going to do this plan tomorrow, because I had this grandiose plan I think that you'd be perfect for it. And she starts pulling out what looks like a sequence dress real quick. She's like, one of us has to be a good distraction, and you seem really good at like attracting the men folk. And I don't feel like not that I would do it. Obviously, look at me, I'm terrible at attracting men folk. So I figured you can skedaddle in and distract some people or some women, either or. Just distract whatever is in there.
Bro, I have a job to do, so I don't know what you're planning, but no.
Come on, Jen. We were gonna save the second Jen.
Ro, we
Yeah,
don't have all night.
I
We
know.
really don't.
We're not going to. We don't have all night, but that's great. But I need.
Where are we going?
The oral mansion?
Look. We can't just go running in there, okay? Okay?
Yeah, we can, and
Nope.
I think we are.
Okay. You know what? Let's agree to disagree. How about we call it in teams? You
I
two.
got Jen.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So I got the strange one with. You know, that works out even better for my plan. So you got. You are coming with me. Is that okay, Mr. Liar, pants on fire?
Jen, would that be okay with you?
I don't know, is it gonna be okay with the man upstairs?
Wait a minute.
Doesn't
Are
matter
you
if
like?
it's okay with him.
Are you in like relations with this man?
Well, they
The devil?
and her are old friends, I guess.
I'm sorry I asked. So yes, teams. So you go with Jen and do your plan, which is gonna work out great for our plan. And I will go with the bomb man, and we're gonna save people. That's what our plan is. We're gonna save people. And she leans into Toby and she's like, we're gonna murder a lot of people. Like a lot of people. I gotta get a lot of people dead in there so that way all the records are wiped. Many people will die.
Now that I can do.
Lead the way.
We're gonna save a lot of people today, and you guys are gonna be the heroes that people talk about for years to come.
Well, lead the way towards the person we're pretending to save.
Oh no, you guys go first because you guys are the heroes. So you guys go in first, and then we go in next because we're the ones that are gonna be doing the sneaky stuff.
But they have bombs. Toby has bombs.
No, that's right. Is that your name, Toby?
Yes, I'm Toby.
Okay,
I have
Toby has bombs. Yes, Toby has bombs, but he's not on your team. He's on my team.
We're all on the same team if we're going to go rescue somebody.
Oh, so you're on teams with Toby? You're on the same team as Toby?
No, I'm on Team Jin.
Okay, that's great. So that's what your team is. So you stay on your team, and I'll stay with my team, and we're gonna go and we're gonna save the second Jin, and we're gonna save people. Don't you like to save people, Morgan?
Yes, I do.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save everyone. We're gonna save all the innocent people. I'm sorry.
Definitely. All right, Jen. Off we go then.
Very well.
So, we're gonna walk.
We
Alright, I'm
Are you walking all four together, or are you walking split in twos?
Split in twos.
If
'cause-
possible, I would like to speak with Morgan alone.
Perfect.
Sure.
Well, this is going to be a successfully disaster. I sent him because they're going to kill people. I know they're going to kill people. They're lying. That's just what they do. They want to kill people.
That's what we do, apparently. I guess Toby or whatever their name is on my side. I didn't know I was on a side. I thought I was just doing things.
You're a very key player in the big grand design. And one person
you
can...
keep mentioning this grand design and this apocalypse, and I feel like I'm missing something. Could you care to, I don't know, elaborate? Who are you? Why me? What?
I don't know. I just got told to come here. We work for different gods, different
Alright.
deities, and ultimately, I think it's probably your memories that may or may not be there. I don't know the whole story behind your memories. Pretty sure that wasn't on my pay grade level. But they did at least send us to try and right you in the right direction to avoid the world ending.
To be honest, I'm doing this because I want my memories back. I want my memories back, but I don't want to hurt my husband either.
I have heard
I
of
gotta
him.
play along for a bit. Yeah, all right. Apparently everyone's heard of him. Apparently everyone except me.
Do you want your memories back?
Yes.
There are consequences of which even not even I am aware of. But I have the capability to do it. It's just, I don't know the consequences. They don't tell us.
What one of them might be, and that's why I haven't done anything yet. That's why I'm playing along.
Is it really worth losing your soul eventually? Because you're eventually going to become so
For my
corrupt.
husband, yes.
Do you believe he's
I'd do
going to die?
If I mess things up, yeah, he might. I don't know, and that kind of scares me. I don't want his blood on my hands. I already screwed things up enough with us because I was stupid and foolish. I'm not messing anything more up.
But why were you stupid and foolish? Did you do it to save someone and you ended up in the circle? Then it's not stupid and foolish, it's selfless.
Yeah, and then I ended up becoming a little bit of a monster and killed a bunch of people, but we don't talk about that.
That is how I ended up here and how Toby ended up where he is. Because neither one of us have the ability to actually make your decisions for you. Team free will or the ability to choose your own fate and path. But if you want your memories back, I have that capability, but they don't tell us the future. Those decisions are made by you and you alone.
As if these words cause a reaction, the back of the alley suddenly lights up with radiant light. A voice says, "It'll be dangerous tonight. Take this." And a sword is passed to Morgan. I'll put it in your inventory, Morgan.
Thank you.
It's dangerous out there.
Right? That's exactly what I was thinking. It's dangerous out there. Take this.
Well, there is my sword.
Oh, fun. There's more weapons that have been tied up in courses beyond my control.
Well,
Oh,
I did tell you that there are overarching deities that I work for.
I wish I knew that before I shook someone's hand in the middle of a bar. All
Whose
right.
hand did you shake?
Yeah, fun thing about that, don't remember. Isn't it funny how things work out that way?
Yes, it is funny how things work out that way. Oh, it's a holy avenger. Aha, this is going to be interesting. It's just depending on what you decide to do, and whatever decision you make, I have no choice but to support it. That's not my job to not support the decision you make, but it is in my capability to give you back what you have lost. But I cannot promise your husband is alive, but I cannot promise he's dead either. Only the gods know that, and...
All right. Well, is there any way you can maybe, I don't know, yell at your god? Get him to give you an answer?
I can try. I make no promises of that, but it is possible that I may be able to ask.
That would be lovely. I'd appreciate it, and I'm certain my husband would appreciate it too.
I will ask and put forth that intent, and hopefully the same being that handed me this amazing sword here will eventually give a sign one way or the other. But know that you play a key role, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't to
That
help you.
doesn't make me feel better. Really doesn't.
Well, past, present, and future. It's what we do.
Alright. Let me know
And-
if your god or whatever gets back to you. Let's just get
Well,
this finished. I don't even know who we're rescuing.
My suggestion is please do attempt not to kill anyone, unless they give you no other options. You have killed enough. You've done your duty. You've done your duty for the other side. You've given them more souls than they need.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, I
Contract.
don't even know what he wants me to do. He gave me a toothpick. I don't even know what to do with the toothpick. It makes no sense.
Burn it.
I can snap it in half, but I don't.
It may break some of the contract, but contracts can be burned. They're just contracts. Contracts can be voided. They're not, no matter what they say, they can be undone. You just have to believe it, and you have to go through the right people to get them undone. But the last thing that I personally want to see is you end up dead or soulless, both of which are terrifying.
It's better me than my husband, I'll tell you that much.
You are continually selfless. Just remember that part of you. Remember that is the good part. Oh,
Alright, let's go.
off we go.
I would like to wind forward to the manor house. Is there anything that the other team would like to say before we get there? Is there anything that Jed would like to do as they take their room?
I am going to try to talk to Toby because I have a plan for them because they have quite the arsenal.
Sure thing.
Well, they're going to go in first. My plan is to sneak in there as quiet as possible. Maybe put some people down. And then we're going to leave in a mass explosion. How big is your bombs?
Well, I have quite a few. One mass explosion I'm not quite prepared for. Why do you want to be quiet?
Well, I gotta save someone first. Then I'm gonna murder a lot of people.
So you save them. Maybe rope Morgan into that. She might like that. And I'll do some murdering.
How are we gonna get Morgan if Morgan's on the other team right now? So I'm gonna need your help a little bit with the saving. Can you help me a little bit with the saving?
I can do my best. I make no promises, though. I only make promises I can keep.
Here's your lesson plan.
Thank you so
gonna
much
look
for the
a-
sub.
Ro's gonna look a little worried, but she's gonna go with it.
5 anonymous gift subs going down. Thank you very
Here's
much.
your lesson plan.
Okay, any more for any more? Cool. Let's get to the manor house then. The people have prepared, it seems. There's, as you guys, I guess you guys won't just like stroll right up to the front gate, right? You'd scope it out and stuff. There's guards all over the place. You can even see the odd skeleton walking around. There's, people are boarding up the windows. There are people out with hammers and nails and boarding windows with ladders.
Alright. So, if we're doing this the good way, how do we get in? Because I can always shoot off a lock, but I'm assuming your dad and lad or whatever is gonna be a little mad about that. You're muted, Misty.
I'm more curious as to why they are boarding up the house and how they know that we're coming. Which means it is quite possible that my charming companion already got to these guys.
Oh,
And if you're-
fun. That makes things so much less easy.
If he got to them and wants, or if they got to them and wanted to turn it evil, they are trying to going to kill us. And that includes you. You understand how your side works now. They only have loyalties to themselves. Good times. Do we actually know who we're even rescuing in here? Because clearly you're not in jail.
No, I don't know. I don't know why I'm going first. I have no clue what's going on, but fine. Mage armor. Fun. Black hell smoke. Reads around Jin. Sorry, Morgan. That might make you uncomfy. Whoops.
It's okay, I have a really cool sword. Pulls it out and it's really shiny, sparkly.
Well, you want to just, I don't know.
How about we knock on the door? Knocking seems like a polite thing
front
to do.
door? We're gonna go right up to the front door. God, when
I'm not completely useless. I do have some skills. I just haven't used them.
Does that include knocking on the front door?
It includes calming people's emotions to making them think that they are not under attack, if that is what we're going to do.
Alright, fair enough. We'll go knocking on the door of the people we're trying to not murder.
Yes, that we will. All right, and we can.
Toby said you were predictable. They really meant you were predictable.
Calming emotions. It will be okay.
Alright, I'm gonna not be in view because I'm assuming the sight of someone wreathed in smoke is probably a bad sign. So I'll just wait off to the side, and if anything goes wrong...
Is that a warlock spell, or are you turning into a demon?
Assuming it's a warlock thing. I never really asked, and I don't know if I want to know right now. There's a lot going on in my life, and turning into a demon would just make things a little worse.
Very well, then. I shall knock on the door. Knock.
And I will hide as best as possible, because God, getting mage armor is scary.
You hear the two guards discussing you, as you haven't particularly made efforts to be particular, and you can hear as you approach.
Actually, can I have seen them walking up from the window?
Sure thing.
Cool. My God, they are that stupid.
And you'll hear the two guards. They're like, I don't know. They said they wouldn't just come up to the front door. I mean, let's just see what they want and maybe ask them to go away.
Don't open the door.
And so the two guards in front of the door sort of like put their rifles across. Well, state your business.
Hi. I'm actually just here to visit a friend. Does the Baron live here?
Oh, if you were the Baron's friend, then you'd know that he don't live here. Huh?
Well, I actually do know he lives here. At least I believe so. Now...
But he don't live here though, does he? He's just staying here in the East Wing.
Close the door.
Exactly.
Close the fucking door.
Now just relax.
Close the stupid door.
I'm gonna cast that. Calm emotions.
Close the door.
Sure. What's your DC?
My DC is... I don't even remember. Hold on. Where is it on the spell sheet? I just started.
On the spell sheet at the top in the middle.
Spell. Go back, bio. DC. Top in the middle. Armor class?
On the spells page.
Spells page.
I
Almost.
think I looked for you. I think it's 13.
13.
13. One of them is immediately, you see his emotions just calm, and the other one sort of, Hey. Hey. Stay awake.
Now look, I'm not here to hurt you. I just want to visit with the Baron. If you'd kindly let me in, I will be very do so.
Seems reasonable to me. Let's just let him in. No, we can't just let them in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your hospitality.
Close
Now,
the
don't
door.
mind my friend coming in. She's got this really cool dress, and it will
Close the door.
be fine.
Wait, look. Okay, look.
Thank you so much.
Look, if you're gonna come in,
appreciate it.
hang on. If you're gonna come in, then you need an escort. I'm coming with you. You're not. I'm coming with you, and we need someone else. Wait here.
I don't
and,
need anybody else.
Well-
Where? It's in the East Wing, right? You said the East Wing?
Yeah, the East Wing.
Thank you so much for your helpfulness. Bless you. And she kind of makes her way around, dragging Jen.
The woman runs in. The female guard runs in, and she closes the door behind her though.
So Jen's not in there?
And so the female guard just runs in,
Okay.
sounding like she wants to get back up, and closes the door behind her, and you're left with the male guard who looks very relaxed.
Thank you, Mr. Mailguard. Now, if you would just take us to the Baron, we'd be more than helpful.
Name's Larry.
Nice to meet you, Larry. I'm Morgan.
Larry Labs.
And this is Jen. This is my friend Jen. Thank you, Larry Labs.
I like gin.
I know, doesn't she look lovely?
No, I meant I like gin.
Oh, the drink.
Yeah, the drink, yeah.
Well,
You know, it's funny, that's the first time I've gotten that.
I definitely enjoy gin on occasion. Now, if we could wander up the stairs to go visit Mr. Baron, it would be super helpful.
Oh, should do as you please. Wait,
Thank
hang
you.
a minute. Will I lose my job?
Yes.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm sure you'll be fine, and if you're not fine,
Heck,
we'll definitely help you get a new job.
Deception
No,
checks,
they
please.
won't.
It's fine. Go! Double that one!
Hang on a minute, I'm gonna lose my job, aren't I? Look, I'm feeling real mellow. So, if you just don't, we'll say no more.
It will be all right. One way or the other, we will ensure that we will get you taken care of. Now, if you just lead us on,
But I'll lose my job.
you know, I have this little pouch of gold, and I'm pretty sure if you lose your job, this will handle a few months' worth of your salary, and you can get out of town, find a
I've
new
got-
place.
I've got 5 little girls.
All right. Well, after this, I will be more than happy to give you my sword, and it's pretty amazing. I just need to have it for my safety at this moment.
But 5 little girls can't eat a sword.
No, but you can sell the sword. It is quite. It's literally quite divine.
Do you know how hard it is to raise 5 little girls in Sin City, Denada?
That's why you should get out of town, in a fabulous little place where you can have a picket fence, and these 5 little girls be able to play in places
Morgan?
that is not in the Sin City. Maybe you work outside the city. I have heard of nice establishments that are not here and they're not corrupted.
Well, how much gold are we talking?
I don't know. It's a deity-based sword. I haven't exactly pawned one before, but you find those special people in those nooks. I'm sure you will.
On your way to the East Wing, Jed, a female guard runs, bumps the almost and goes, "There's people at the door!"
Well, don't open fire.
Don't open fire.
Don't open fire because they haven't crossed the threshold yet. The standard of home security states that you can't open fire until they come into the house. And you tell them to leave. Just tell them to leave.
What happens if Larry maybe tells them they can come in?
Larry's an idiot. Do you want me to come and resolve this?
Yes.
Or I'll come.
And we will put Jed in the lobby just as Larry opens the door and says, "Sure, go on in."
And a much larger hand braces against it. No. Larry?
Yeah.
Larry? Do you want to not get fired?
Well, I don't know. She's going to give me a lot of... Wait, no, hang on a minute. That's not something I say.
Larry? You're off shift. Go get a drink.
And he just sort of like walks away dejectedly.
Inside the house, Larry!
Just punch the mic to
Well,
him.
hello, Jed again.
We're not buying Bibles. Goodbye. Close the door.
I would
Alright.
like to stop the door from closing. I don't know how to do that, but I'd like to.
Well, if we feel it needs a roll, we can put it on a roll off. How would you try and stop the door? Put your foot in it?
Yeah, pretty much. Or just sort of just wedge my body in there. Like,
Jed,
no.
are you forcing this door closed?
Not yet, but I'm about to. Does she put it? Let's just say she puts her foot in the door.
Okay.
Young lady, I don't know you, but you have fallen through a series of terrible decisions.
Alright, yeah, I don't need anyone else telling me I've made bad decisions. Can we just come in?
No,
It'll just be a lot easier if you say yes. It'll be a lot easier if you just say
Jed.
yes.
no,
Jed.
no,
All right. That's fine.
no.
I'm gonna.
This is
cast
advice, and I'm
remote-
sure a lot of people have been lecturing you tonight about what your course of events should be. Not here to do that.
It's fine. I'm going to calm his emotions
I
or
have
attempt to.
So
All
many people tell me I've made bad decisions. I don't need this. I don't need this.
Okay, so let's have the a charisma
Cool.
saving throw, please, Jed.
We're going loud. We're going loud.
You can.
Okay, so she's casting a spell. I see it, right?
Yeah, I think so. There is.
Cool. Before she does that, because spells have a casting time, because it's not instantaneous, right?
This one
I'm behind a door.
is
Can't
Doesn't
one.
matter.
Yeah, I'm also in between. I'm between you and her, so.
It's
Yeah, spells are
verbal
not
and
for
it's verbal and semantic.
So I hear
so
it.
let's have a stealth roll from Morgan to see if they can cast a spell under their breath with
Yeah.
their hand behind their back or something.
Okay. I can do that. Stealth roll.
Okay, let's have a perception check, please, Jed.
Sure. 1 second.
Jed catches you casting the spell.
Cool. Quick draw my shotgun. Fire a shot through the door. Above her.
Alright, well, I'm right there.
Okay,
That's all right.
so Jed is going to open fire.
Yeah, it's above her head. It's a warning shot.
It's a warning shot.
hmm
Okay. Maybe give a gal a warning. God, my ears.
That was the warning. I gave you a verbal one.
All right.
Gun.
No more Mr. Nice Me.
Oh my, there's another
Alright.
setting.
At this
Fine.
point, Toby and Ro will be able to see everything that's going on.
So they're in the doorway with Jed and Morgan and
There,
Jen.
yeah, there is Morgan on the outside, Jen with her foot in the door, someone behind the door, and a warning shot just fired out, and Jen's just, oh.
Toby. Bombs. We need bombs. Many, many bombs.
Preferably while not the door, please. Oh,
Pull that
God.
door up. He fired a shot at Jin, and she's important.
Why am I important?
Because you are important, and he has bombs. And I'd like to see a gun deal with bombs. It's just personally.
I'll
Come on over
ah,
here. And she grabs Jin.
Did I hear all of this?
They're right in front of you.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hide it. I'm
Cool.
still at the door. I have not.
I'm going to use my Battle Master ability, which
Okay.
allows me to make someone prone if I successfully hit them.
Before Toby even has a chance to do this, I'm gonna put my hand out to them and I'm gonna be like, they just announced that this
Are you
No.
sure?
that's a terrible idea.
It
They
is
just
in the
announced
background,
it.
It's really hard.
Oh, I'm throwing a bomb in the doorway. I'm throwing it straight through, trying to get it inside the room.
Jin is knocked.
Let me roll. I'm just gonna.
Let's cause some. Actually, do you want an advantage? I have a stack of advantages. Would you like one?
I have one too.
Ah.
Okay.
I'm really
So-
hoping this makes it in. I'm not gonna lie.
I was trying to get an action in, actually.
Just trying to get an action, yeah.
I
So,
cleared the way back, so. Can I
yeah.
roll that?
Yeah, so we've got something coming through as well on DM there. Using I think there's not gonna be any surprise round or anything here. Let's have roll initiative, everyone. We're PvPing.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, that's a terrible roll. It's fine. Ooh.
Everything's fine, right? Just fine. Also, just a heads up. I do get, anytime initiative roll starts, I get the opportunity to have one free attack action.
Ooh.
So, before my standard action.
Okay. So before we crack on with this though, I would like to take a 5-minute break. So, chat, if you could take a break with us, if you've been with us the whole time, by now you should have stretched, had a drink, had a bio, and all those good things. Take that now, and we'll be back in just 5 minutes. So, we will see you shortly. And we are back, folks. Thank you for bearing with us. Before we crack on, we are actually going to take a quick flashback as we flash back to earlier in Jed's evening. Now, Jed, once you were informed that the Baron had a skeleton crew, would you have headed straight to your room?
Oh, very much so.
Mm-hmm. On the way up there, you would have seen a literal skeleton standing against one of the doorways with an axe and shield on them.
Damn it. A knock on the Baron's door.
Yeah, the skeleton will let you pass, and you knock on the door. You hear a deep, gravelly voice will say, "Who is it?"
My name's Jed. I'm one of the bodyguards here to protect you. I was hired on as an independent contractor.
Is everything okay?
You may be seeing insurgents tonight, sir. I'd like to check your room for fortifications.
I am busy with some company right now.
Only take a moment, sir. I assure you.
Give me 2 moments. You hear a sort of perhaps a slight dragging sound, and then the door opens. Now there's a Minotaur in like a burgundy suit with a goatee, neatly trimmed, sort of a greyish skin rather than the regular hues of blue.
Sir, is he carrying anyone?
No, he is not, though there is... His lips look wine-stained.
Well, I think I've seen everything I need to see. Good day, sir. Evening, that is. What was it?
Everything's okay.
It may not be. You may be hearing incoming weapon fire and perhaps religious dogma.
Fair.
Not
Thank you for the
saying
warning.
that might be a problem for you, but you look like you haven't seen a tan in a while. Not to make assumptions.
Sort of looks down at himself. Okay.
So, pretty sure there's a cleric within spitting distance of this house, and wouldn't want to assume you're religious
No,
bias.
I
But I would only guess that it would not be optimal for them to get inside the house. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to close the door now.
wait, Jed. Here, take this.
Oh, goody, a gift, yes.
It's a pouch.
What's inside?
50 gold pieces. Thank you
Oh,
for the
good.
warning.
You're welcome. Have a lovely time. Just gonna leave that gold right there on the floor. Just gonna leave that gold right there on the floor. I'm gonna walk back down to the main foyer. Just gonna just go right back down to the main foyer, and we will continue. And we will continue accordingly.
Sure. Yes, I think we'll, from here, you see them outside, you see Morgan and Jin get past Larry. Larry, you send Larry home, and then we will resume as Toby and Ro join. Just give me 1 second. So Jin has her foot in the door, Morgan is trying to do her religious thing and get in, and you are still holding the door currently, but now with a bit of more knowledge.
I'm much more on the fence now about not letting them in.
Yes. So Toby and Toby and Ro join the scene around now, just as a.
So I put my hand out to them. I'm like, "No, Victoria's in trouble. Okay, we can't be." We can't be making this dangerous.
What do you suggest we do then?
Is your friend about a good 200 pounds being dragged across the floor? 156 maybe?
Well, I mean, she let herself a little bit go if she was 200 pounds, unless she's really tall nowadays. But it's probably 160. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But she is gorgeous, and she is. Haven't seen her in years. She's being incarcerated for some unlawful deeds. And
all right. Look,
is it bad in there?
Jed opens the door and steps aside from it. You're gonna want to go up the stairwell first, turn on the right, third door down. There will be 2 skeleton guards. You're gonna need some furniture that's been cut.
Ah, thank God for getting out my foot. What do you mean? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you want to run right now. You really want to run right now. Like, this conversation should stop. Like, you need to run.
What?
I suddenly understand why I have a toothpick.
Well, I don't. Why are we running?
You really want to run. Do you want to help your friend?
Yes.
Run up the stairs.
Okay, she's literally gonna do exactly what she's told. She's like,
Also, do any of you have a gold coin on you?
Yeah.
he's gonna toss him a gold coin.
Cool, I'm being paid. I'm in.
Yeah! She's like, yeah.
Now I'm being
So, dashing up the stairs, you can see the skeletons are in fact not in front of the Baron's door. They are at the end of the passageway.
Oh, that's so great. Are they near a window?
They are not near a window, but they are near a bookcase.
Cool.
Even
Javelin.
better.
Sorry, no, trident.
Tried it in the
thing.
Wild West.
It's a piercing weapon that pins multiple opponents. It's not impractical if it works.
Sure thing. That'll be a surprise attack. They won't be expecting In fact, it looks like they're both maybe doing something with the bookcase. So they.
Cool, I'm gonna pin them both with the bookcase with the trident.
Sure thing. Make me that attack roll.
Okay. +6 to hit. 12? I don't know if that gets it.
For a skeleton. Just not enough. Their armor scraps. The trident will sort of pass through the bones and pin some of their scraps to the thing, but they both just sort of turn around.
Is there a bench or something in this hallway?
I can see there being a bench.
Cool, I'm gonna quick draw the bench
Sure
and
thing.
yeet down the hall.
Okay. What are we hoping for here?
To hit 2 skeletons with a bench. It's not a complicated maneuver.
No, I wasn't sure if you were trying to maybe block the hallway or
No,
try and hit them.
it's much more comical and stupid than that.
Fair. Please, let's go for it. So
Comical and stupid is our brand.
I've been
Yeah.
getting that impression. So it's +6 to throw. All right, that's way better.
yeah, sure. So the bench will go down. It
Yep.
hits the 2 skeletons, and for a second, the skeletons dismantle. They just shatter. But then you see bones sort of rattling slowly across the floor.
All right, cool. Where's the Baron?
Literally pointing to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bolting.
In the room, there is not a Baron. there is as you open the second doors to the main chamber, a bed with a person on the bed. They have teeth marks in their neck.
If it ain't a Minotaur, I'm gonna keep looking, throwing every door open in this hall till I find one.
I'm just kind of following Jen around with my sword, trying to figure out how to use it.
All right.
Rose gonna go straight for Madame. She's gonna be looking through a lot of places to try to find Madame Victoria. Does she find?
There ain't in there, friend.
So as you go round, you will find that heading towards this section of the manor, there are a lot of guards. You recall that your contact yesterday, Rose, said that Victoria would be in a separate part of the mansion where there would probably be less guards. So you can start heading that way if you like.
I'm going to. Yep. Is Toby doing anything when I pass by? Because I haven't seen him do anything.
Toby's just very calmly following Jin.
I am clear in the gold. She is going to go straight towards it. And
Okay,
almost like a calm fashion a little bit, so it looks a little bit like she's supposed to be there.
Okay, so go on.
All right, so she's gonna slip in because Jen wouldn't do her plan, and as bad as she doesn't want to do her own plan, she's gonna change out into that dress. Unfortunately.
Of course, Ro is now in a very, very nice dress.
Unfortunately, yep. And she can try to deceive these guards and go straight past them.
Toby and Jin, as you are investigating this bedroom, you can see what looks like. Give me some perception rolls or investigation.
And is Morgan there too?
Yep.
Oh, by
Morgan,
the way, I'm hollering back.
Because I think Jed is staying in the corridor, right, dealing with the skeletons, and Morgan is there with.
Yeah,
him?
no, no one has to be there with me. I can just as easily murder skeletons for as long as it takes, because I do have.
You wanted investigation, right?
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry, wrong one.
Oh, it was perception or investigation. We'll take the perception roll.
Tens across the board.
All the tens. You can maybe make out that perhaps someone cleaned up quick here. There's a tablecloth missing. There's a lot of clothes, drawers open.
Hey, friends, did any of your contacts upstairs or downstairs or wherever the hell they are get any reads on where this bastard went? That'd be real helpful. I'm not the holy being here.
Is this the only room in the? Just the one room?
There's two rooms, but they're pretty empty. You can search them both in one action. Outside Jed, as you are perhaps whacking a skeleton, I think at your level you could easily handle a couple of skeletons there. The CL's fairly low. You probably see out the window a carriage being drawn in the barn.
Hey, friend, Baron ain't here. Got any read?
She goes over to look, kind of like survey if there's any windows in the room.
Guard, we tossed exactly one gold piece too. Anything?
So no response. You can tell that the Baron isn't here.
Alright,
We have been passively manipulated. Shocker. Dealing with bad people.
He just left.
Can I go back out into the hall and look around?
Sure. You can see Jed is dealing with the skeletons easily.
And no sign of the Baron?
Not on a 10 investigation, I'm afraid. If you would like to make another one, I'll let you make another perception.
Is there a window in this room that we
so
can
you got-
see out?
You got that roll.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. On a 15, you will also see out of one of the side windows the barn, and there's a cart being drawn. It's rolling away. And I think, as the cart rolls away, looking at the time, that's where we will end tonight's show.
Oh! Do I get to Victoria? No. Oh, she better not have been in that freaking cart underneath of it. Get all looking all like this, and then I turn around to find out she ain't even here. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Run.
So we're not quite running late yet. We're finishing around on time. Let's go round and talk to everyone. Let's see how we're doing, where we can find each other online, and all the good things that we do. Let's go the other way around this time and start with Milady Saito.
Hello, my name is Milady Saito, and when I'm not playing Row on Thursdays, which is amazing on Scratch, and I am being a pirate captain on my own Twitch channel. You can catch me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I love to talk. I am quite the talker. My favorite part of this, like the whole thing, is the fact that we've got like a little devil and a little angel. Like the concept is such an I can't say it, like the concept it came from is one of my favorite books. So that was right to the heart right there. So I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Cool. I've shouted out your Twitter in the chat there, so everyone check out Saito. And next we come around to Misty Wolf. Hey.
Hi all. I actually just play every now and again on the Scratticus channel. You can find me on Twitter at mcharmed021, I think. I don't know what my favorite part was. It was a heck of a lot of fun playing off of the Toby character. And having conversation. Like I like the heart-to-heart with Jin. That was really fun.
Fantastic, thank you. Next we have Kyle Allen, Superqueero. Oh hi.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm at SuperQueero on Twitter. I am on the Prison Palace podcast. We are doing we are an all LGBTQ plus family friendly D&D podcast. Right now we're doing a Pride Week event where we put out an entire a piece of content every single day for an entire week, also in conjunction with other LGBTQ plus podcasts. So check us out on Twitter for things like that. I'm also on the Domino Theory podcast. I am on Pro Restarters channel. We're finishing up a vampire campaign right now. We have like 2 more sessions. That's on Wednesdays, and I'm also on the Greyhawk channel on Mondays. But yeah, follow me on Twitter to follow all that kind of nonsense. We had some really great RP this session. This was really good stuff. I loved it. It's just all my favorite.
Thank you so much. Next we have Big Mike D20. Oh hi Mike.
Hi everyone, my name is Big Mike. You can follow me at Big Mike D20 or at D20 Live. As well, you can follow me at youtube.com/D20 Live and twitch.tv/D20 Live. We're wrapping up our major 4-year-long story arc this coming August the 4th, as well as we'll be at Con Bravo July 26th to the 28th. You can catch us there, and it should be streamed live for that. We'll be playing Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hey, awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Last
you.
but most certainly not least, Mackenzie.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. Also go by Mac. Yeah, you can find me over at Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. That's where I post all my announcements because, oh boy, things are happening this weekend. In terms of streaming, you can find me here every week on Riders on the Storm, Thursdays at 7 p.m. EST. On Fridays at 5 p.m. EST, you can find me over in the Greyhawk channel on the Old Faith. And on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. EST, you can find me in the DM's chair on Encounter Roleplay for Keepers of the Lost. And this Saturday and this Saturday only, Scrat and I will be swapping roles for the Academy Day, as I will be sitting in the DM's chair for City of Skulls, a piratey Caribbean one-shot, or piratey heist Caribbean one-shot. I don't know. It's a lot of things. It's going to be Saturday at 7 p.m. EST. I am super excited. I might be dressing up a little. It is a world that I created with my partner in crime, romance, and shenanigans, and I'm super happy to finally share it. And my favorite part was just one, getting confirmation that the apocalypse is happening, because oh boy, I've wanted that since episode 6 as a player, not as Jin. And honestly, playing off both Morgan and Toby, it was a blast. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Okay, so that just leaves me, everyone. Please check out the links that the bot is currently spamming at you in chat. Includes all of our social links, places you can find us online, places you can support us, places you can find our sponsors, Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, whom we're very grateful to, for they make this all possible. Check out all the other websites as well, where you can get 10 to 15% discount on nearly all of your tabletop needs. We'll be back in 35 minutes with Fading Footsteps, where Syntagon has just separated himself from the group to have a moment. It's going to be emotional. We'll see you then. Until then, we'll be back next week for more Riders on the Storm. Keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you all later on. Bye!